I learned that pretty much smuggle anything in them booths. I didn't want to believe it. I was ready for hey, you can't come here with that. Nope, we got 2 little shooters.
What's going on? You are tuned in to the All Points Podcast. You are tuned in with the freshest crew. I go by the name of Tim in the Corner.
It's Midwest.
Hey, too.
And this is Kyle.
It's you, man.
You
got to take the reins.
All right, you know what? All right,
You're
fine.
the host.
How's everybody doing here today? Kyle, you just got back from celebrating your birthday. I want to know how you doing. How old are you, by the way, Kyle? I truthfully don't know.
Old enough.
That ain't. No.
Be proud of it, man.
He asking they cousins, how old is she?
Yeah,
right.
When they ask him how old
He
he
don't
is.
never answer nothing.
Already
that
know
you
how
ask
old
him.
he
Yeah,
is.
everybody know Kyle is 38.
Facts.
He act like it. Nah. I said he got
I bet,
that.
in high school, you were the only geriatric high schooler, weren't you?
What
you
does
just
that mean?
You just seem way older than what you actually are.
But it's funny though,
Uh-huh.
because last time he went to Kansas City, he went. He got the Chiron cut.
Oh, yeah,
Turned
right?
Chiron. They went back to Kansas City again. He come back with the Chiron cut.
See?
So.
Where'd you go? Where'd you get that cut?
Kansas. Oh, the barber I go
Yeah.
up the street from my house.
Yeah.
He's been cutting me since I was a kid.
Does he cut Pharaoh too?
Yeah, he cut Pharaoh too.
See,
Yeah,
how much
Pharaoh
you
had a
pay
good
for
cut.
that?
Too much?
How much was it?
Nah, but in my personal opinion, I think that's the one that drop the draws right there.
Yeah, I know.
That cut
that's
right
it.
there is that's like I be feeling like the man when I walk through.
I mean, it looked good.
I had to tune into what it is he said at first. It's like, hold on, who dropping whose draws?
No, and he just walk, and there's a lot of draws dropping.
Yeah.
I bet from that Fogo de Chao more than likely. That toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he went there. Can't go nowhere
Got
else.
to. You get that
All
coupon.
right, you get that coupon.
It's
Why
either
not?
that or
Hooters.
Wait, what coupon?
Yeah, you get $25.
Yeah, you get $25 off on your birthday.
Ah,
That's
shit.
what you gotta
Okay.
apply for it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is join the club.
For the rewards.
How deep do they go in and investigate? And do they just check your ID?
No, they just if you put in the reservation it's your birthday, they got to the point where they set a little thing down to let everybody know it's your birthday.
Oh, no shit.
You'll be all right.
That's gonna
I
be
don't
my
want
birthday.
The attention. I'm just trying to.
And if you look out enough and you look on the Sam's app around this time of year, you may even see that they have $100 gift card for $75. So you save it.
Shit.
See, there you go.
Yep.
Save even more money.
See, these niggas got the scoop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
happy.
On food.
Ah, yeah,
we
right.
be going.
I ain't gonna lie. All last week, literally all last week, because I was trying to save money to go on this trip. I ate nothing but free food from all different restaurants.
Oh,
for
yeah.
my birthday. I've seen that as a trend. Like
Jennifer told me about
people
that.
whoever the influencers are, they got their channel. They'll
Yes.
go through every place and
Got
get all
this
the free
drink
stuff for
Yeah.
free today.
Wait, where's that?
Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, okay.
I said, what size do I get for my
Your
birthday drink?
brothers.
She said, whatever drink you want. It could be $15. You get it for free. I said, bet. You
Damn.
go ahead and get everything. No.
He been
I
drinking
bet.
that
She
all
was
day.
Like, can I get you? No, but can I get you? But yeah, that's a tip, man. If you eat somewhere, just find out if they got a rewards program and sign up, and then get something free on your birthday,
Yeah.
free or discounted. So
If you
And
go
you just-
into a restaurant for the first time, look it up and do it beforehand, days before if you can. Because a lot of times if you sign up, you won't get it till your next visit. So
yeah.
do it ahead of time.
but yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. I
How
might
was
have to-
85 South?
yeah, I was gonna.
So yeah, I went to the 85 South show, and it was cool. It was cool. I didn't really
Laugh.
no. Trust me, I laughed.
It looked live.
I didn't know them guys from Wildin' Out. I just knew them from Wildin' Out.
Oh, yeah.
I knew they had a show, but I never really, dived deep. I honestly, be honest with you, I didn't care for DC Young Fly. But I got a lot more respect for him and the whole thing he got going on, especially losing your significant other this soon, early in life, early in this year, and he's still out there touring.
Yeah.
I got a lot more respect for him. I got a lot more respect for the whole crew, and it was definitely an experience, but it was fun.
I'd
Straight
imagine
improv.
I'd imagine it's like cathartic too. Like you lose somebody and you just put yourself into working and whatnot.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like that probably helps with it.
Definitely.
Didn't somebody make a real offhand remark about his
Yeah, it was
significant
Azalea
other?
Banks.
Azalea
Azalea
Banks,
Banks,
that's right, because she was just having smoke with everybody this year,
Yeah.
wasn't she?
But
she's irrelevant until she says something crazy.
Exactly.
Nobody's bringing her up, so.
But it was cool. It was I definitely got inspired having a podcast and knowing, because their whole thing, if you're not familiar with them, is their podcast is on tour, and they basically, the first hour and they was just roasting the crowd, roasting everybody in the front row.
I told you.
And it was like back to back, and their chemistry was just like on point.
It's like the all points, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like you can tell when they transferred into podcast mode.
Yeah.
And like I appreciated that a lot more too, because it felt like they were doing exactly what we do when we do our live show. Because one dude was just like, "There's a lot of things going on in the world, man." And the other guy was like, "What's going on in the world?" And he was like, "The president." And then the other guy was like, "Who's the president?" Right? That's still like they got into podcast mode, and it was funny because that's when people started leaving.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, like
Really?
it was like it was like the last 30 minutes they went into podcast mode.
So you came to the show just to get roasted?
I mean, they came to the show to laugh, and I will say they wasn't cracking as much jokes as they were previously.
Yeah.
But they were still having a conversation, and that's when they got into the actual show, and then they kind of just ended it, and it was like, okay, cool.
I mean, like the episodes that I've watched or listened to and whatnot, like I'm dying through like the whole thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I will say, like, that's probably like the main reason anybody's listening anyway. They don't want to hear about like world events and all that. They just try to laugh and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
The whole row behind us, they came together, and I overheard them. It was like 5 minutes till the hour, and they was just like, "Oh yeah, you guys want to go ahead and leave since it's almost over." And they got up and left. There was still like 30 minutes left of the show.
I mean,
Let's say trying to beat the traffic.
They definitely were trying to beat the
Exactly.
traffic, but it was Kansas City. It wasn't like L.A. or nothing. The traffic was
No,
nothing.
traffic down there is crazy.
Especially when you having to leave from
About a
probably a
sprint center.
parking garage.
If it's the Chiefs playing, then yeah, traffic downtown
Or just like a concert. Like
anything kind of like
Crazy.
noteworthy, and I think that would be noteworthy enough.
Yeah.
I don't know where they was at. Where was they?
Yeah, it was a venue.
It was the Midland Theater, so
I've heard
it
of
was in the
Midland
middle.
Theater.
It was Power and Light was like a few blocks that way.
Wait, what time was it when y'all left though?
Oh, it was like 10. It wasn't even that late.
Okay, so people actually, I mean, that might be,
10:30,
yeah, because you might have people who are like starting to go out to the clubs and whatnot. So you got some traffic.
I never thought that podcasts would be something that really was done in a live setting, but it's just like it kills, especially the comedy
It's kind of
ones.
like an
the crazy
improv
thing.
show.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they called it. Yep.
Uh-huh.
The DJ was like, I don't know what they're gonna say when they get out here, and they don't know what they're gonna say when they get out here.
Yep.
Just be here for the experience. It's definitely gonna be an experience. And I like the way he pitched it. So I was like, nah, this is where all points needs to be.
That's what I've been saying. Like I said, we need to go up to these open mics, mic nights, whatever.
Just
go over there and
just
just
kill
do
it.
it.
Yep.
Have like a 15-minute little set, do our thing, and then dip.
No, I agree.
I see it being legit because every show's gonna be different. Like it's not the same.
And that's what I was trying to explain to the people I was with, because as we was leaving, the dude we was with, it was my girlfriend's sister's husband. He was like, it was fun, it was interesting, but I was expecting more, punchlines and everything. I was like, nah,
it's not
it's
stand up.
The opening acts, they were stand up. It was 3 opening acts, and they was actually doing stand up comedy. They were all funny, but like them, it wasn't really punchlines. It was just like off the cuff, off the riff, just improv. So.
I mean, they pretty noticeable as far as like their work. So it's like that's another thing. You can't you got to know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a Netflix special. They got
Exactly.
YouTube.
You just can't be just anybody doing a podcast and expect to go on tour.
Yeah.
So I think if you ask me personally, I think next year's our year. But that's just me. I don't want to jinx it, but like I think we're getting to that point where we can do it, even if it's in a local scene. I think we have enough chemistry and energy to do it. But like, I don't think it's for everybody. Not every podcast that's out there can go live. Like I know the Workaholics guys, they got their own podcast, and they just recently
they do.
They
I
just
love
went.
them.
It's called This Is Important. Check it out. And they just went on. And it's a lot like us. It's
Promote another podcast.
I'm just saying, but they just recently went on tour.
Bleep it out.
They just recently went on tour, and they're killing it too. But like, and Steve-O, I think he goes on tour with his podcast.
because he's in like a tour bus or something like that. Yeah.
But like, I can't see Joe Budden doing it.
Wait, why not?
I mean, he's popular enough that I'm pretty sure he would sell, but I don't think his podcast be like cracking jokes and like comedy. It's more like
I don't think it needs to though. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, like either way, like there's a big enough audience that he probably could like go practically anywhere and have an audience
He'll
like
definitely
in
get an
person.
audience, yeah.
But it's like what are you listening to it for? Because like
I mean, he's
people,
mainly music industry, and he touches on sports. and
yeah.
maybe like some pop culture.
yeah.
Like people who do like TED Talks and whatnot, like people are gonna go to that TED Talk. You know, if
Yeah.
you want to hear some like boring ass shit, then you'll go like whatever the fuck it is. You know, it's just like if you're a fan of it, you gonna show up.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know. If I'm paying money to go to a show, unless it's like a convention where I like need to learn something,
You want to be entertained.
I want to be entertained.
I don't
Exactly.
think
I
Joe
don't
Budden
think-
is entertaining.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, Joe Budden. I think they don't work on tour, but like comedy podcasts, I think it works. But
Joe Rogan is entertaining to a certain type of individual.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
what he
That's
is
what I
there.
mean.
I think I've only sat through. I think it was wasn't it the Kanye West? Did he have Kanye West?
Yeah, he had Kanye.
Yeah, I
God.
think I sat through that.
Oh, excuse
that
me,
was
yeah.
it. I've never watched it.
Get him right. Don't dead name.
That sounds like quite a one to listen to.
But it was fun, and I love Kansas City. I love that city. I love the culture. If I could live there, I would.
You can.
I mean, I can. I literally can.
Get the fuck at it. No.
But like we went to Power and Light afterwards, and it was kind of dead. I mean, it was cold outside. It was kind of late, but I didn't expect it to be as popping as it would be like in the summertime. But,
Right.
But
I mean, what time did you go?
I mean, it was late. It was if it was Wichita, it would have been packed around that time. We went around 11, so it was
Okay.
packed. But we were celebrating birthdays and stuff, and we went to this one club, and it was like walking through a parallel universe. It was weird. Like,
Was it the shark one?
yes. Oh, you saw my Snapchat?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. So like here in Wichita, our clubs are mainly like where the white clubs are at, and you know where the black clubs are at. So like I don't know, maybe it's because we just didn't know the area, but like we walked into a white club, but it wasn't like country white club. It wasn't like rock and roll. It was like straight top 40s, like
Okay.
like Jason Derulo, Kesha, yeah. It was just top 40s, and like it was just filled with white people. There was pepper of black people.
Did they offer you cheese when you walked in?
No. It was like it wasn't that white. It was more like we're standing by the bar and this white lady serving these people over here. And then the guy walks up, she serves them. Another guy walks up, serves him. We've been
y'all
sitting
just
here.
standing there?
We've been standing there for like a good
She's
5
serving
minutes
around,
now.
yo.
Yeah, exactly.
My
It
money's
was-
no good here.
That's exactly what he said. He was like, you know what? He looked at the dude we was with. He was like, if she serves another person, I'm walking away. That's exactly what happened. We walked away.
See, she'd end up serving y'all, and then like she
Yeah.
takes your money and like sprays it down with sanitizer
Exactly.
or
It
some
was-
shit.
It was that type of white
She
club.
holds it up to the light.
I'm like, it's like I handed you a 20. Like,
See, that's why when you go there, you gotta look for the bartenders to see if they got colored hair, whether it's purple or blue, because then you know they woke,
but it was.
and they probably have daddy issues.
It was weird, but like and you looked at the white people dancing. Every white person was dancing to a different beat. it was weird.
They look like their own rhythms
Yeah, they had
cascaded
their own.
together.
Everybody like this one random white chick was trying to. Kiera started dancing with her, and like you know how when you dance with somebody, you trying to match their rhythm.
Yeah,
match
right.
Kiera tried matching her rhythm, but
She
it
kept
was,
on switching
she was
it on
all
her.
over the place. So she was just like there, bye.
Look like
Can't
a
match what don't exist.
It looked like a sea of like the inflatable tube man or something.
It was no, but that's how white people dance though, like literally. And like I guess I don't believe it, but like the people we were with, they was just like, yeah, we was at a swingers bar. Like,
Wait,
straight
wait.
up. Because there was dudes walking around with pineapple drinks.
I have informed you about this.
You told us that at Austin.
Yeah, but like I guess like one dude walked up to our group. We was just cause we was just I was posted up on the raw getting grinded on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
She was having
You
he was having her time, and then her sister and her husband was having their time, and I was just sitting there, posted up, checking the exits and everything. But
I got to.
exactly. But this white dude his group walked up to us and started introducing themselves and talking to us. And he started talking about effing his brother for some reason. I was just like, wait, yeah. I don't know if he was joking, because you know how white people, they joke like that, but like they also be serious. So like,
It's like, but what if I did though?
yeah, so it was like, he was like, yeah, me and my brother, we're about to start a Pornhub together, going like Small Dicks or something like that. I was like,
all right, Island
y'all
boys.
good. But like, they was just like, yeah, people would literally walk by, look you up and down, and kind of just smile.
Trying to see what you working with.
Yeah,
Trying to
like,
size you up.
I was like, we in a swingers club. Like, it's kind of weird.
See, people, I can be a particular person in the sense of like when I meet new couples and someone else knows, sometimes I'll be like, yo, if I get that vibe, like I just have to ask them, like, they're not swingers, are they? Like, look, I'm just not trying to be over at the house and then they just start doing something weird out of the blue, because people do it.
They asked homeboy, he was like, is this your girlfriend? He was like, nah, that's just my baby's mama. We just like to have fun. And that was kind of the cue that everybody was like, all right, man, they some swingers. We ain't trying to. But it was fun, and I after saying all that, I definitely think we should be there. We should go down there and go to that bar and just see all the white people.
No, if anybody start looking me up and down, I'm gonna think they ready to get it popping.
I will say it was a lot of girls in there, so. That's one plus.
One thing I don't miss about clubbing in places like that, there's always that one white girl that has zero ass that is trying to shake it like the friction is going to cause one to appear.
Like they shaking like a sheet of paper or some shit.
Juvenile back that thing up came on, and every girl thought they had a booty.
Yeah.
It's
like back what thing?
Exactly. Girls with the smallest booty be doing it too. It's like you know there ain't nothing there.
You know. And then the dude walked up to me. He was like, yeah, that girl right there, she looks just like Michelle Rodriguez. And I looked over at her. She had like a crimson chin and everything. I was like, yeah, kind of, yeah. And I was like, but you know, she ride or die. And he was like, yeah, you watched the series. And he dapped me up. And I was like, we don't got nothing in common, bro. Like, just cool it. But the DJ was trash too. Like,
damn.
He always
I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not supposed to talk about DJs because you know he obviously had the crowd rocking. But if you playing top 40s white girl music, of course you're gonna get everybody jumping.
Hey,
but
I just met you.
no, bro, that's what it was. That's what it was. But it was like
Gym class heroes.
But he wasn't like mixing anything. He was just like Sean Paul, Shake That Thing is a hard song to mix into. I'll give you that. But he just like played it over the last track and he just did not care. And I was just like,
was he drunk?
No, he was just some small little white dude.
Man, who was this?
Right.
DJ Carbon?
He take a bump off the table.
Don't disrespect Carbon like that. Don't disrespect Carbon like that. No.
That's my honky nigga.
Nah, this dude, he was just some short little white dude, just like.
Why you got to throw short in there? What's that matter?
I'm just saying, like
what that got to do with anything?
Because he couldn't see over his own DJ booth.
He had to get a step stool.
That's all bad.
Like I was like, is this a playlist playing? Because why is he trying? And I saw over it, and I was like, okay, there he is. But yeah, man, he was playing like. I didn't think you could play Gold Digger in the club. I've never heard it, but I
Wait,
heard
really?
it. I heard it
Gold Digger.
Yeah. I don't think you can't dance to Gold Digger. I don't think you can play. You can't dance to Gold Digger.
You can absolutely dance to
You
Gold
see
Digger.
his dance video?
You just like, you just got to bop and move
That's
your
coming from a
shoulders a
nigga who
little
can't
bit.
dance, who got to post up on the wall.
Apparently, and like you could tell, it was like I didn't understand like. He was playing, like, I'm all for playing clean music, that's fine. But they were censoring words like damn and hell and stuff. And I was just like, why you got the Kibbs Bop clean radio cuts? Like, it was kind of weird. And I had a feeling, because when he played Gold Digger, it was like straight clean. And I was just like, maybe the owner was like, don't play that nigger music.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't want my people saying the word.
It's like,
something.
You know they're gonna start shooting if
they
they hear
hear
it.
exactly.
You don't want to fight to break up.
But
You didn't show up, so it don't matter.
yeah. And then
Right, that's why I can't go to
what else did he play? Singles Ladies by Beyonce.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
that's a good.
Who's
That's a
playing
good
that
song
in the
for.
club
That's a
in
good song for
20
weddings.
Now though,
I said in the club
But
in
in the club,
2023.
nah. And then this is when I was like, I'm in the parallel weird universe, because then he played Chain Hang Low by Jibbs.
No,
And
I would have
was
walked out.
I was like, wait a
I would've
minute,
walked out.
Jibbs.
That's a song we used to make fun of.
Yeah.
It's so trash.
Jibbs in the club? I don't think I ever was gonna hear that in the club in my time.
Ain't it crazy though? Because
Play
like
some
here's
Chameleon there
something
while
that
you're
I
at it.
noticed. Because it's been a while since I've been in a
I can
club.
deal with that.
But here's
Yeah.
what I noticed last time. there has not been like new music in a club for a long ass time. Like you go into any club and it's like the same shit from like a decade ago.
Yeah, it is, but it's also like the DJ that was playing at the 85 South show. He was, I think that the song right now is that Skeet song. Like
I have no
everybody
idea what the
love
fuck
that
that
song.
Lazy Red.
Yeah, so it's like
Section
that's
8 red.
fair.
So they're all in them songs, but you just gotta get out there and
All right,
and hear it.
I'm gonna
But-
go to the club tonight.
Nah, I mean, go for it. I mean,
On a Monday.
It's a Monday. But it was cool. It was fun, and
You learn something?
I learned that Kiara can pretty much smuggle anything in them boobs. Like, I didn't want to believe it, and I was ready for like, hey, you can't come here with that. Nope, we got two little shooters. It snuck into the 85 South show.
Yeah.
and I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Just some
And
shooters. I can do that.
She walking through metal detectors, but I was like, okay, that was easy. Y'all give you that. That was easy. I was like, okay.
Lord.
I didn't worry too much about that. But when we was walking to Power and Light, she had one of those cans of the Crown World Cokes.
A Crown Royal?
Yeah, the Crown,
damn,
because
she
that was my
She
drink
got
of
a whole
choice.
beverage in there now. That's yeah.
She had that in there, and I was getting nervous. I was that Key and Peele meme where you sweating.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, because there was a metal detector, and the dude was winding people down. So she walks through, and the dude opens up her purse, and I'm just like, oh snap, they about to wind her down. They about to wind her down. And he opens up her purse, and there was the empty bottle of the shooter that I had from the previous show.
Yeah.
She forgot it was in her purse. He was like, oh, you can't have this, and
You can't have this empty bottle.
yeah, and then she threw it away, and then he just let her go, and I was just like,
Yeah, that was the trick.
exactly. I
Yeah,
was like,
you gotta throw
oh,
him
she
off.
distracted him. He like threw him off because she had a big ass can of just drink in her boobs, and I was just like, I'm about to start putting PlayStation games in there. We about to be walking
She
out
go-
with stuff.
Y'all gonna go to the movies and whatnot? She's like, you hungry? Just pull out like a Subway
Exactly.
sandwich or some
Hey,
shit.
real talk.
Nah,
like,
you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a 4-piece of chicken in there.
exactly, a whole Popeyes #2.
Let me put my breast under your breast.
Exactly.
She
but-
burning her chest.
Hey,
hot chicken.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I got that shooter, it was lukewarm.
Hey,
you
it's
know
called
what?
insulation, sir.
Yeah.
It was
I'll,
free.
I'll take it warm. I don't care.
Exactly. She called it, what she call it, titty juice or something like that.
You know, honestly, women putting money in their bras is exactly why I'm glad I don't work in the industry where I have to take. Because, like, dude, titty money is so gross. Like, they will
yeah,
hand you some
gross.
soaked dollar bills, and it's just like, I don't want that.
Yep. Why's your money wet?
It's
Yeah.
108 degrees outside
Exactly.
today. It's like, fuck you.
You're gonna be like that server and spray it down with some sanitizer.
Oh, I did. One lady, her titties was on the counter, and she pulled some money out. Right after she left, I hit it with the ionizer. Was like,
That's tough.
That's wild. I mean, but it's a useful thing because what else can you like sneak in and whatnot? Like what you just
Us personally, like males?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we
no-
can't do shit.
We can't do nothing.
They be filling your ass up.
Yeah,
Like,
no, like
it's
for real.
because they don't give women pockets, so they got to figure out how to make it work. They be smuggling stuff in they
but
boots,
the purses ain't enough.
they wigs.
And I think legally, if there's a male security guard, you can't fill up a woman for to see if they got anything on them.
See, discrimination.
Not
Yeah.
there, at least. You
Yeah.
can't.
You gotta be a female to fill them up. So
Although with the way things are going, it's getting there. I mean, we got women bringing in guns underneath their wigs, man.
Yeah, no,
Like
for real.
they gonna have to start.
So, but they just need to hire female security.
There you go.
But it was a good time.
I'm glad you had fun,
Yeah,
man.
it was a good birthday weekend.
He didn't even include us though.
I mean, nah.
I don't want to hang out with y'all.
It wasn't a group. It wasn't a friend thing. Let me go ahead and say that now.
I mean,
He want to plan friend events with us right now. It's like, nah.
yeah,
that
that's
was a me and my boo thing. So,
okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Didn't fucking because you said that your sister's.
I mean, yeah, her
win.
sister win, but
Yeah,
that
so-
was more they thing. We wasn't like
y'all
we
went
wasn't
together,
like
y'all-
together. We only met up for that one thing,
okay.
and then we,
Alright.
you know, we
Went
did our
separate
own
ways.
stuff. Yeah. So even Sam was in Kansas City.
Yeah, I was
didn't
gonna
meet
say,
up with
that was the
nigga.
only-
Like he hit me. Let me know if you want to go to lunch, and I was like,
He's like, nope.
All right, then.
I'm
Fucked
sorry,
up,
that is
man.
the most Caucasian thing Sam could have asked.
Let me-
I mean-
white people always trying to go to lunch, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate the offer, and I contemplated it, but like,
You what?
know,
He
I
said
thought
it
about
correct enough. Leave him
Yeah.
alone.
but I was like, nah, this ain't that type of trip.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
makes
nice.
sense,
Just
yeah.
white people always want to go to lunch. They're like, let me know when you
wouldn't.
want to link up for some lunch.
Hey, you know what? I'm good with that too, because half the time they be paying. So
Sometimes
That is very true.
Sometimes, yeah. they
ain't
will.
nothing more tasty than a free meal.
But I also remember Sam's a nigga too, so he probably,
Yeah, right.
He probably end up going and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat," or he gonna try to eat off your plate. So
Nah, white people invite you out to eat and be like, you get ready to pay. Like, no, I'll go ahead and pay for it. It's like, you sure? It's like, yeah, you remember that time you gave me that tip on that video game? It's all good. I got you, man. Like, they will pay for your food. They will do stuff for you for any little reason.
If you want to be generous, go right ahead.
we just need one more white friends.
Right? That's what I got.
Oh
I
yeah,
learned
that's
niggas-
right.
Niggas
Oh
don't
yeah,
share.
yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what you mean by that?
I was
Kyle?
I was talking to Steve the other day. I was talking to Steve the other day. I said, yeah.
That nigga.
Tim needed that trip more than all of us combined.
did.
I was like, I have a feeling Tim has a lot of white friends.
I do.
And I think he enjoyed hanging around, his type of people.
I be wanting to be around more black people, man, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was like, Tim needed that trip. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, yeah.
it's so hard sometimes making more black friends because I ain't gonna lie. Our people be kind of shiesty sometimes, and I don't know, like if I'm meeting a nigga, or if I'm meeting like a us kind of nigga.
It's hard. It's hard, yeah, because we gotta have our guard up too. We always
sir.
shoot, yeah, it's hard to make new friends. Like it's yeah.
Are you the type that's gonna be like, I'll go out of town with you when I say I want to go out of town, or are you gonna be the type that when you go out of town, I'm robbing your house?
Yeah, you can't You can't have everybody in your house. I mean, I'm pretty sure you make friends with everybody. but
Everybody.
Not me.
Yep.
Not me. I keep my circle small.
I mean, you ain't gotta like you gotta compartmentalize it, right? You got the friends that you can trust in your house. You got the other friends that you wouldn't even trust them to like handle the keys to your car. Like it's just
Run my car real quick and grab it.
yeah. It's like, hold on, I'm gonna be peeking out the window while you doing it.
I
I'm
know
like,
how
you
much
only make the cut if you bringing some value to my world. You
Exactly.
ain't bringing no value.
Oh, that's cute.
You know, that's big boss stuff right there. You know, that's big boss Eugene. I saw a move today that's kind of like, you know what? I mean, it's something I would probably do too, but I'm like, I can see Gene doing something like this too. Something I learned about today.
What's that?
So like, I didn't know that a long time ago Eminem dissed Michael Jackson.
Oh
And
yeah.
so a few years later, he bought the company that owned the rights to all his
Yeah,
music. So
but his
anytime
masters.
that man performed, he made
was
money
making
off of him. I'm like, that is the biggest boss move you could do. And I'm like, if Gene was an artist, I could see him doing something like that. Like, I ain't about to make no diss track on you. I'm gonna own you in a second. Just wait.
What do you mean if he was an artist?
Fair, a big time artist. Like he's making money, big money.
I think the second comment was worse than the first one.
I mean, you can't buy that kind of stuff on a 9 to 5. You got to have one of them kind of jobs. You got to be like millions.
True.
And that's what Mike did. And I'm like, I didn't know Mike was petty like that. I'm like, I thought 50 was bad for what he did to Ja Rule, but I'm like,
you don't know about the Prince and Michael beef?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I could
was
say
like
they
a
was kind of the
legit
same
thing.
nigga in a
Yeah.
way.
Prince and Michael was a legit thing. They Michael wanted Prince on the We Are the World track, but Prince was like, nah. Like I ain't trying to be in there with all them people. And
Why would I associate myself with?
I think it all
inferior
started
artists?
from like, it was like an award show or something.
yeah, no,
And
it
then
was
James Brown.
It was a James
brought up-
Brown like tribute.
Brought up Michael.
And he
then
brought up Michael.
And then Prince saw Michael set him up.
Yeah, because Michael did his little thing in front of James Brown, and then like he turned his back and was like, bring up Prince," and so like James like called up Prince, so Prince went up there and he grabbed a guitar.
That wasn't you.
And it wasn't a real guitar, so he thought he was trying to, about to play something on the guitar, but it wasn't a real guitar. So instead of that, he was just like, well, fine, I'm just gonna dance. So he started dancing, and then he saw like this, it was like a light pole or
Pole,
something
you got
like
a
that.
pole,
and he swung around the light pole and realized that was fake too. So the light pole fell over,
sabotaged.
and it hit somebody in the audience. So like Prince was just like, yeah, he
Irate.
set me up. Yeah.
It's like,
So like to get back at Michael, it was another award show, and it was like Prince was performing, and he went all up in Michael's face and just started gyrating his guitar in Michael's face. So like, yeah, they had like a legit
it's just
beef.
sad though, because it's like, can you imagine if they ever did a track?
I'm telling you,
it would have broke the
legendary.
internet.
Not even a track, just like a couple songs just
Yeah.
spaced out over time.
Yeah.
That would be like, you know, Jay and Kanye doing an album together. I mean, you know,
I
that's,
was gonna
that
say
would have been
Future
it.
Drake type stuff, but
Yeah, I
Jay
guess
and Kanye, yes.
Yeah.
Or it's just them even shooting a music video for that
Right.
song, would
Yeah.
just be
No,
like crazy.
but
as
Them
hell.
being in the same building together and talking.
get 'em
to
in
each
the-
other.
Just the aura, you know.
Exactly. But apparently, I guess Michael wanted to work with Prince a lot, but then Michael passed. But
Yeah.
we never got that Prince Michael collab, just like we never see Tyson versus Ali.
I'm surprised ain't nobody try to do an AI track.
Oh.
with
I'm
both of
surprised
them.
too, honestly.
It's a matter of
Because
time.
Bad Bunny was already somebody did a track with his, his likeliness.
I heard YouTube's about to start cracking down on that though.
Oh, yeah.
They about to have a whole
covers.
check mark and see like, did you use any AI tools to create this video? And if you lie and say you didn't, they find out that you
gonna
did.
take your channel down.
They gonna suspend your channel. So if you listen
Wait.
and watching this,
Wait. Any AI tools?
yeah, like you basically gotta let them know like, yeah, I used a little bit of AI to create this video.
It might be because
like
you
a-
can monetize it there, so like they'll see that as like that's not really your work to monetize.
I get that. Like, so if you are an artist and whatnot, that's kind of shitty if somebody just taking your voice and whatnot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, where does that end? Because if you're like a parody artist and you're doing like voices that are similar to them, you know,
But
I mean,
if you're
you're
not
still.
using AI, then it's different.
But
right?
I mean, again, it's still
And
that
this is
line.
like an
though.
impersonation at that.
Yeah, it's still sort of using their likeness.
I mean, so like AI's getting to the point where they are doing these little videos. They're showing videos. I mean, I don't know why it's in my algorithm, but it's these dick growth pills. And
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know why I keep popping. I don't know why he's popping. Yeah, like
Gene, go ahead and dial up, please.
I don't know why. But it's like this AI dude. It's like this actual porn star talking about, yeah, my penis used to be 5 inches long, and it's like it's his voice, but you can tell his lips ain't matching up with his voice.
Yeah.
It's like an AI video trying to promote this dick growth pill, and I'm just like, I don't think this guy knows this is happening right now.
Well, that's
So,
the thing. They're trying to do that with actors. Like when the writers' strike was going on, they were
Yeah.
trying to fit in that little bit there where they could reuse your likeness
Exactly.
Yeah.
with AI. And I'm like, they're gonna put people out of business like that. Like,
exactly. So if you see people like Drake promoting All Points podcast, just know he actually did it.
He absolutely did it.
Because we got, connections. But, yeah.
Well, I mean,
until
you know,
he hears me talk about his son's art.
That's why I was like, he ain't gonna come on here. He got too much slander.
You'll see. Just wait.
well, the way that he was promoting that is the same way that we about to promote these commercial breaks. We'll be right back after.
And we are back, everybody. And we got to talk about this Andre album.
But granted, I was never surprised because I read the fine print before it even dropped. I already knew what it was.
I mean, album of the year, though, right?
Right.
I could see the trolls or like his fan base like streaming it hard just so it can go #1, and he'll be like
But
the
it
first
is number one.
They wanted Out Wild Andre, is what they wanted.
Ain't nobody dropping music right now. So who dropped music last Friday?
No one drops music. Usually they save November, December for the holiday album. So nobody
That's what I'm
drops
saying.
music.
So he
on
automatically
these
gonna go
months.
#1.
Honestly, I don't think. Yeah, you're right, but I don't think his album qualifies for any type of
Like-
award for next year because he dropped it too late. If anything, it's gonna be the year after that. But I could see him winning some. I could see him getting a nomination for like some jazz album.
I don't think it's really going to like it because at this point, I'm sure most people have listened to it. They appreciate a couple of tracks and then it's done. You know?
sounds like-
Did y'all listen to it?
Man,
I
I
listened
listened
to
to
it.
a
listened to most of
snippet
it.
and I was done.
I was listening to it for a good like
Very lo-fi.
20 minutes or so. Yeah, it was
It's
cool.
like if you want to meditate or something.
Yeah. Which I mean, if he's serious about that, like he wanted to make that kind of album or whatnot, cool, it's fine.
But I kind
The
of
very
feel like
first
he's,
track was I really wanted to make a rap album.
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like he's trolling because of these names. Like one of the songs was the word pussy or the slang word pussy rolls off the tongue much better than the proper word vagina. Don't you agree?
Badu sent him that title. Like, use this.
No, he had another one that was it was like hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Y'all keep going there.
But it's like the world knows you as this like high caliber lyricist. Yeah. But it's like we don't want to see somebody known for doing something that they're not known for. You know?
Bipolar disorder's daughter wears a 3000 shirt, and I'm like, what the fuck are these song names? That's my thing.
I'll say the one title that I really liked though was like "Ends to You, Gods to Who."
That's the one I'm on.
That
right
one was
now.
like, okay, I like that title, but
I backlash.
I don't
for that
hate
Jeffrey Dahmer title.
I don't hate the album, truthfully. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
I mean,
if I want to just chill, like, I had like very positive vibes the whole time I was listening to it. But I'm like, if I had to describe what this album feels like, it's like, I imagine this would be like an alien practicing kung fu on ayahuasca.
That's the thing. So do y'all listen to like jazz and like
Not
classical
really. Very
music
occasionally.
and just like
Rarely.
Yeah,
Okay.
my mom used to play like jazz music all the time.
and you being a music producer and everything, me listening to the album, I honestly was like, he's just playing around.
Yeah.
He's just joking.
Yeah.
Because like there's no rhythm, there's no like you could tell when he comes in, he's just messing around with that flute. Like you can tell there's nothing you can't like. Yeah, you called it meditation music, but even I couldn't even vibe on that because I'm just like he's just messing. He's just like he literally sounds like the first track. It sounds like he's just like
Messing
testing,
It sounds
messing
like
around.
It's like an artist who just got a blank canvas and it's just like
a
it's
kid
But I feel
who's
like
just
that's the point.
experiment.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That
I
could
just
be the
got
point.
a flute and I'm just gonna try to play it and act like I know what
There's
I'm
like
doing.
no structure to the.
There's no structure to it.
It's
and it's
natural.
like, I want to see him perform some of these
It ain't
songs
like
live.
He ain't never gonna do that.
Because he can't replicate what he did. I'm pretty sure he can't replicate what he did because I have a feeling he was just in the studio just effing around.
There were no
No.
double takes. He just did it once.
Exactly. It was one takes.
But you see, this is the point of being an artist. You know, is that your skill at the time, right?
See?
you know, you
I'm mad. There's one artist that should have beat him to doing this, and that person would have been Kanye. I mean, he would have did something like this.
But he
Yeah, he
did
would've-
though. He
Kanye
made a
dropped a
gospel
whole-
album.
He dropped
Yeah,
a
he
whole
was-
song
talking
going
about-
poopity scoop.
I'm talking something like more stripped and like
Poopity,
like
yeah.
not
Poopity
that many
Scoop.
layers. Not that many layers.
Yeah. I don't know. I just I want to see him perform it live. Like Coachella next year. You
And
gonna
it
see
sells out.
Andre
Hey,
3000.
he's selling out arenas.
Burning Man.
I was gonna say
Burning Man.
He has plenty of time to learn how to do all of that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you
It's gonna be Andre 3000 in quotation mark, no bars. You already know.
Badu gonna give him some red dirt and some sort of weird beetroot juice, and he's gonna be all right.
How
was
many
a-
rappers are gonna drop freestyles to like
No,
freestyle
that's
to
that's
this
what I
track,
wanted.
And
That's
it's
what
just
I
posted
wanted.
like fabulous or like
I mean,
I saw a meme that said that today. It's like, y'all joking about this Andre album, but you realize in a few years' time, all the rappers are gonna be sampling these songs.
Exactly.
Lil Wayne gonna
Yeah.
drop a freestyle. That would be
that's why we need to beat him to it. You know what I mean?
I honestly was listening to it and I was like, I need to write something. But it's so
You can't even get to
you can't get into any it's like off it's like it was a club that I was at where all the white people was dancing to different rhythms. That's exactly what this album
I was like,
is.
it ain't cohesive. It's
Exactly.
just all over the
You
place.
just can't follow a groove. You can't catch a groove.
So you get into that pocket, it changes.
Exactly.
If I had to say what it felt more like, it feels more like ska music, almost like it's just
Yeah.
going. It's just going.
He
Like
was just going. And I'm pretty sure real musicians, real people, like I'm pretty sure the people who actually play the flute are pissed off with this album.
Lizzo's like, hey,
They trying real hard to get their shit out there.
Yeah, and this nigga just come out of the woodwork after being gone for 10 years. And
Like if
I'ma
you
drop
that
it
bored,
literally
put
probably
some
out
words
of the-
together and make
you're
them
literally
proud.
probably out the woods with this on
Yeah,
Hey, listen, he's an artist, okay? You don't understand his vision.
But just think of the label like funding the money for this fucking project.
I really want to know what
I'm
label
like,
it's
nigga, we
on.
not about to get a return off this, bro.
I need to actually look at the credits because I need to know.
I was gonna say, does it need to be on a label? Because I mean, he could just release shit on his
Oh,
own.
He's that
course.
notorious now. I mean, it's very freeform in the way I saw it. Is like it's like I feel like it's almost like a concept album. Like he's giving us a look almost into not necessarily the rough draft but like the creation period of music.
So what if he was just kind of like having a subsequent album that's like a little bit more put together and whatnot, and as it just progresses, it's going to be more like
this is the complete.
Yeah, yeah.
It was off of
It's a
Epic
journey.
Records. It was on Epic Records. Sony funded this, so yeah, he was serious with it. But you know, there's gonna be people. Give it a month or two. There's gonna be people on the internet, white dudes. It's always white guys dissecting music. It's gonna be some white guy dissecting this
Doing
whole
an album
album
review.
and be like,
Yeah.
"This is what he meant when he made." Track number.
What does Joe Budden got to say
3,
about it?
This
White guy
night in
with
Hawaii
dreads.
when I turned into a panther. You know, like they're gonna dissect the whole thing, and then it's gonna be some.
I can see
See,
like
this was,
Jordan Peele
yeah.
using a track for
Yeah.
like a movie.
This was actually
Absolutely.
inspired by the film Black Panther.
Yeah, yeah.
When his journey from coming from king
man, this ain't
to
no
being a
score
commoner
album.
to king again.
And
You know?
that's how famous I want to get. I want to get famous to where white
Yeah.
guys on the internet are dissecting my music and just explaining what he meant through this. Because I just sat through a whole hour-long video of some guy dissecting Tyler, the Creator's first 3 albums.
Yeah, I know
guess it
that
tells
guy.
a cohesive story.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I never thought of it that way. But it's white guys on the internet that dissect Kendrick Lamar's damn album. And that's why he
man.
re-released it in the reverse order because some white guy was like, well, if you listen to the album backwards, it tells you a whole different story.
I mean, I do think that's true. I do
He-
think that's
he
why he
re-released
released
it,
Well, no,
yeah.
I think that is legit why he, because there was a good portion of people who were talking about
Who was
"Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
you
it."
put it in reverse. I have not caught the story in reverse.
Exactly.
I'm like, y'all on some fucking
it's a
weirdo
whole
shit.
different album if you played it in reverse. No.
Yeah.
White guys on the internet just
Saying
be
stuff
trying
for
to be
shock
cool.
value.
Yes.
But I mean, like, I do like though, like in a serious, I do like the interpretation of art because I'm listening to like the theme to like Fallout 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to it again because it's been a couple of years, and I was just like, you know what? If you were to like have a story to this, because it starts off very like calm and whatnot, and it just builds up through the whole thing to this like big crescendo at the end, and then it drops down to being like very like small and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So like the story of that game is basically like this build up to this war, and then like the nuclear war,
Yeah.
and then humanity starts again.
Yeah.
So it's like when you think about like an art and interpretation, like you can come up with shit like that all the time. So I can kind of see if somebody's in that mindset of like, oh yeah, you put it in reverse and all.
Real
it's-
question
you know.
is, what does Big Boy think about this?
He don't care.
He's like, this
He
is
don't
exactly
care.
why I stopped hanging out with this
exactly.
nigga.
Exactly. That's why you can't come over for Thanksgiving.
Y'all ever seen that Key and Peele skit where Big Boy's trying to buy the coffee
Oh, yeah.
and then Andre show
Show
up and he's just like, here, this nigga go. He like, let me get a triple mocha decaf and can you put it in a plant pot? And just doing all this weird shit and he's just like,
It's like, man, all right, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you.
let's see.
I mean, yeah, we're all
Even Killer Mike or just all his like peers from that area. They's like, really, nigga?
Love Killer Mike, man.
I wonder what he got to say about
It's
it.
all about it's different. We all interpret
You know-
art differently.
You know what he got to say about it. He gonna promote Greenwood. That's what he gonna do.
Man, Killer Mike gonna end up sampling one of them songs and putting it on an album with ELP for Run the Jewels.
Yeah, right.
Man.
They gonna rap about cats.
All right, y'all mess around. He gonna be singing the national anthem for the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
It's gonna go platinum.
Andre just
Yeah.
passed.
Bro, it'll be the longest
Right.
one ever. He will just be holding that first note.
This might be Andre's comeback. Y'all sleeping on it.
Nah, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna go. It's gonna be his first show, right? And he's gonna be up there, and people are getting into it and whatnot. And then you're gonna find out that it was like flute synced, right? And it's gonna skip, and he gonna do like what was it, Ashley Simpson, and do that little jig, and then go off the
He gonna
stage.
Milli Vanilli it. Oh man.
Nah, he just gonna be up there doing yoga. You just gonna watch him stretch to it. Nah, with the way that, like y'all said, people pick these albums apart, I'm like, if I was famous and I was an artist dropping albums, I would just drop an album one time, but I would be really vague kind of about it. But the whole album would be about me shitting. But I would never tell anybody. And I'm like, I want them to just break it down and try to talk about all this stuff. Like, it's about man's inner struggle and inner pain. It's like, you're close.
The duality of your personhood. Like,
I mean, think about when This Is America dropped.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
shit.
was trying to dissect. There was plenty of videos dissecting. Like,
mean, you ain't got
the pants he was wearing was from slave times.
Nah,
You
you
ain't gotta
pointing his
dissect
gun.
that video. He
And then-
made it all obvious.
And then you ask Gambino what's about. He's just like, I'm not gonna tell you. Like he made it clear. Like, I'm not telling
Yeah.
you. You decided to dissect it the way you want to dissect it.
And
So,
that's obviously that was the intention too.
yeah,
So-
yeah. So, but it's still to this day, you can watch that video and be like, oh, I didn't notice that man falling from the top like this. Like, but yeah, it's
Wasn't there was like a theory that like when that came out, I think it was like the shooting with Dylan Roof. He's like, I think it either happened like right before it or it was in that time. And so they were like, oh, yeah, he was predicting this because they had to have, recorded this before, you know?
No, I don't get it.
There's always those people that be like, see, Donald Glover was invited to the Illuminati, but he said no, but he knew about the information.
Oh, shit.
It's those same people right now that are like, you know what, this is from Diddy being in the Illuminati, this is his moment where he has to fall. He did his deal, and now this is when he's got to.
Diddy is gone. He's donezo, y'all.
Yeah, April told me that she read the court case that Cassie has against him, and she told Adrian, "I don't want you in the music industry." No.
That nigga Diddy.
He's a strange man, but it's like
blew a kid cut his
he
car.
might be kicking it with Dwight Howard all those guys telling her to search for big black penises. You didn't hear that?
No, I just saw the caption of him being the supervillain. So yeah,
No, it's just like the stuff that she alleges that he was threatening her to do, like look for sex workers while.
all right, y'all. All right, y'all. Like I said,
What?
It's out there in
we gonna be
public.
talking about this same stuff about Drake in 10 years.
Oh, I mean,
10, 15
yeah.
years. Watch.
Honestly, now it's getting to the point of like, and I hate to say this, but it seems like, I mean, Diddy wasn't a singer, but it's like singers, black entertainers, a lot of them, you really can't trust most of them because now there's all this shit coming forward. It's like, why do y'all all keep doing it? Like, look, we ain't got none of this. The big singers of us growing up are like clean in the eyes of people no more. Usher,
Yep.
R. Kelly, the biggest one right there. Chris Brown, like the dudes you can see, you can't trust them.
Chris fucked up. Like
He
in the
fucked
beginning,
up.
though, so
He just dropped a new album, actually.
I heard it's pretty good though.
But his was a weird one because he really, if he did what he did today, definitely would have been canceled. And he should have been canceled kind of around that time even.
Y'all let that nigga dance his way back into y'all
Well, yeah,
lives.
because girls love him. Like, even when it was like, oh, Chris, I heard a girl literally in class go, I'm like, Chris Brown got herpes. I don't give a fuck. He can give it to me. I'm like, all right.
Damn.
I was like,
Ain't
y'all
no way.
thirsting way too hard for that man.
We even thought Chance the Rapper was pure until he got caught up dancing.
Right,
on
dancing.
Coachella.
He ain't put out an album since.
This nigga.
Man,
Can't trust
that's
nobody.
true.
I miss when
Goddamn.
Chance did drugs. I hate to say that. I'm like, I know he do it better for himself now, but I miss when he did drugs, man.
That's too
I
bad.
love
He
his
fell
music
off
better.
when he got married. That's what
Right.
happened.
I love the memes around that shit because like people were talking about that whole album was like I love my wife.
That's all the album was. It was literally, I mean, if you dissect it, he's having a big wedding day. And, when you get ready for a wedding, if you ever been married, But, yeah. That's,
Man, we really ain't heard nothing about him since he got caught.
No.
Have we?
Yeah.
Like, he been
He
low
got,
key.
he got to lay low for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I think he lay a little too low though.
That nigga's on The Voice and Dancing with the Stars.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, I think one season he was a judge on The Voice. Like,
He need to switch his style up and
Yeah.
retire that number 3 hut.
He ain't never.
Nah, he can't do that. I got 2 of them. I don't want to retire them yet either.
He gonna have a 4 now.
At least make a modernized design. Like, this is the new
he
version.
gonna come out with a saxophone album.
At least he Maggie.
He would.
Or at least Simpson.
He gonna drop a video where he playing a saxophone in a MAGA hat. He's gonna be telling you why it is that it's gonna be his version of This Is America.
He's
You
gonna be
gotta
like,
get woke chance.
somebody's gonna be like, see, what they're doing here is they're doing a merger between the left and the right in America. See, he has a saxophone to represent Bill Clinton, but he's got the MAGA hat to represent Donald Trump.
Exactly.
That's how it's gonna happen.
Yep.
And then he's black on top of that.
So he's representing Obama. And Obama invited him to the White House. Yeah. Just
shit.
wait and see. Just the way
So, we touched on it a little bit on the last episode. But who fell for the hype of Mr. Snoop lying? Because he be lying.
Bro, he walked that back so quick.
he said I was high when I said that.
Yeah.
I saw
But
that
like,
he
you
was
see
high
what
when he
he's
said
promoting
that.
what is it, a smokeless
So basically, yeah, Snoop Dogg
a
tweeted
smokeless
out.
fire pit.
He tweeted out that I'm gonna stop smoking weed for some reason.
Wait, I
don't
thought he
know.
just said smoking.
I'm just
Yeah, he
I'm
said-
stop
yeah, he
done
said
smoking.
stop
Yeah,
smoke-
I'm
I'ma
gonna stop
smoking.
smoking.
That don't mean he ain't doing
Yeah.
edibles and shit.
Yeah.
But It literally was like 2 days after that. He backtracked it and said that he said he was high, but I also heard he was promoting.
No, it's like he has like a commercial
product.
or it's like an ad, and he's like doing the whole stick.
Snoop Dogg just need to calm down.
There's no way.
And then he was like, it's basically him promoting a smokeless fire pit.
How old is Snoop Dogg?
He's
Too
like
old.
70.
He got to be close to 50.
Yeah, he's like 50
In
something.
50s.
I think he's mid 50s.
There's no way he could quit. He has too much money invested
He's
in
52
weed. Like
years
that
old.
nigga invested in weed startups,
I'm like-
in weed companies, like
I be at
everything.
the casino seeing old people with an oxygen tank.
Yeah.
And just like still smoking
Yeah,
cigarettes.
don't make no
Still
Like, you
fucking
done did it
sense.
your whole life. You might as well take them cigarettes
What's
to
the
the
point of
grave.
stopping now? And the crazy thing, my dad sent me a video, and I'm like, what is it with old niggas always sending just Facebook videos? Like, oh man, he's been like this dude just saying random shit, man. But it's some dude sitting in a throne chair with lions on the side, and I'm already like, that's red flag number one. I don't want to listen to this man. He's like, see, the reason Snoop quit smoking weed is because
See, dissected it.
yeah. He's like, China
was he
is
in that-
giving an inferior product that leads to heart disease and things. Meek Mill is actually following him and it's gonna
Wow.
stop. I'm like,
Was,
can we
was, he,
not?
was he in the wicker chair?
God,
I
wish.
everybody's auntie or grandma.
Nah, this nigga was in a throne, and I'm like, all right, had a crown on and everything, and I'm just like, no, I hate the internet.
I mean, like I said, the whole conspiracy shit and TikTok, and anytime you see somebody on a conspiracy, they got like the article in the back, and they just do that little, just point. that's the pose when you know they on some bullshit.
we literally get into the day and age where you can't trust nothing on the internet. Like, I mean,
can't.
you always couldn't, but like now it's like you really can't trust nothing on the internet.
All you got to do, all right, yeah, right.
All you got to do is.
All you got to do is Google like what they're talking about, and then you go down to like the sources and whatnot, and then you go to that source and see like the first source, because it'll be like some, NASA is importing aliens and whatnot,
Yeah, yeah.
and then it turns into, well, there's some bacteria that was on like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Clickbait.
When someone posted that Apple supporting RCS or RSC or whatever,
That was me.
texting, I didn't believe it, so I had to go to my Apple only website.
Yeah.
that was the first thing that popped
Apple
up, and I was like, okay, I believe it now. But, like, I didn't
you had to
wanna
go to your
believe it.
buy it. Besides, it was a 9 to 5 Mac anyway. That was the article I posted.
But like, I didn't want to believe it. But like,
Hey, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Rockstar came out with GTA 6 is trailer coming out next month.
You had
I
to-
don't believe it.
you had
I
to
don't
go-
believe it till I see it. Like,
You had to go to their shitter account and make sure.
nah.
I gotta make sure that this still ain't a Grand Theft Auto 5 DLC at this point with y'all.
Yeah,
GTA 6
You get to
the
play
expansion.
GTA 6 and GTA 5 like on the
What they gonna do is they gonna have like the early early access shit, and you gonna download it and whatnot, and then like the day after, it's just gonna like the icon for GTA 6 is gonna go into like GTA 5. It's like
Call of Duty do.
sucks to you bought it twice.
I heard that's basically what they did
I
with the
thought
latest one.
I thought I messed around and bought Call of Duty 3 because my icon on my PS5 done switched to Call of Duty 3, and I was like, I didn't buy this game.
I heard
Nah,
they made
it's
that
just-
hella confusing.
Call of
though.
Duty they got their own little hub or whatever to play the games, but
That
like.
don't make no sense.
I done heard so many rumors on this GTA. I believe it when I see it.
Exactly. I looked at that map that they put out there, and I was like, that feels legit. I'm not believing any of it.
Honestly, I think this is what Rockstar. I know it's old. It's an old-fashioned meme, but like when they drop the trailer, it should start out with a Rickroll. Like they should just troll everybody, and then like the camera zooms out, and it's like the main characters watch it on like whatever, and then it shows the whole world of like GTA 6, and it's like. I think they should do it, man. I think they gotta have a little fun with it.
They
'Cause
should,
It's
they should.
Rockstar.
They should.
And we've been waiting. Like at
Y'all
this
been
point,
waiting.
somebody will kill somebody for any type of official info.
I just
I
don't
mean,
get
you're
why.
not wrong.
I don't think I've ever really been like that big of a fan that I have to know, except the only one that I would be like just hype about is if, because I said how they should do it is like they should have just like regular commercials going, and then it kind of like glitches out a little bit, and you see the Lambda from Half-Life. You know what I mean? And then it just goes back to that commercial. So it's a commercial within a commercial.
Yeah.
You know,
I do
if
like
they
those
did that
ones.
shit, I would be hype. I'd fucking take the next day off to research and
Foul
shit.
can't count to 3.
Do you remember when they did that shit during the Super Bowl a year or two ago? And I think it was last year, and everybody got pissed because they thought people fucked up the TVs.
Oh, when it
Like
was a
the
Tubi commercial? That
Yeah.
Tubi commercial?
Yeah.
They made it look like you were on the app. Just sitting there.
You can't play like that. Yo.
People was yelling at people.
You can't play like that.
Whole family beast got started because of that commercial.
Exactly.
Yep.
No, you can't play like that. But
No, see, I agree with the Rick roll and kind of like what you're talking about. They need to do something where like they show some sort of content for GTA 5 like it's going to be a DLC, but then you realize it's like the GTA 6 people watching the TV, just seeing the shit happening, and they're just
or
like,
just have like some poorly developed graphics, like that Halo, that first
Yes.
Halo trailer, where
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
was talking about dude's face. But like, I think they got to do something. We've been waiting for years, y'all.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
We're not, bro.
You know, I'm pretty much done with GTA.
Nah, you can't.
I am.
This is gonna be game of the century.
Why?
because we won't get another one for a
Yeah,
century.
exactly. You gonna be playing it for a
70
century.
years old.
Yeah.
Drop the next one.
Waiting on GTA is
Ain't
like
they coming
waiting
out
on a
with
new
a-
Kingdom Hearts game, man.
Nah, see, I just gave up on
Live-action
that.
Zelda.
Yeah, I unfortunately got into the series over the time of COVID, and so now I'm stuck on that damn bus where I'm just like, it's been almost 4 years.
I see. That's you just, nigga. All right, I'm gonna just say this shit. What was it? Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in like, what was it? 2005 or 6 or
2005,
something like
6,
that.
yep.
They didn't have a third one until like 2019
But
or
y'all
something.
got it though. Y'all
Yeah.
y'all got y'all Kingdom Hearts 3. What else did y'all
And it's
get?
still
But-
going.
well, here's the thing. There's a ton of Kingdom Hearts even outside.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
1.5, 2.3. Like they
Yeah.
hitting all the
It
decimals.
was
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts Pie.
Fuck,
Yeah,
fuck.
facts.
Yeah, like I said, I gave up on it. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. If I do want to know, I'm going on YouTube and just watching a little breakdown.
I did
I'm
that
not
for a few
playing that
games.
shit.
But y'all, but GTA 6. Cause I know we talk about this on the show a lot. It has to be perfect, y'all.
Why?
This has to be the best because the hype is real.
You know,
You know
like, this
why
is-
it
that
doesn't
he's
have
raging.
to,
I know,
you
right?
know why it doesn't have
No.
to be perfect?
No, it has to be perfect.
Because so many game developers have released such
Unfinished product.
unfinished,
Yes. Yeah.
crappy products,
think
and
about
people
all the games that we were hyped up for that released, like Starfield. that
Oh, yeah.
released and
and
it was
people
trash.
play them
Or
anyway.
Duke Nukem
NBA
Forever.
Live.
Cyberpunk.
Hey, Cyberpunk is not a bad game. It was just glitchy.
Yeah.
It's better now. That
Don't
they
release
fixed
that.
it.
Don't release
Yeah,
that
no.
crap.
Yeah,
But
don't
it don't
release it.
matter.
No, don't release it at all.
It don't matter. The market has gotten so used to like half-ass releases and whatnot, and day one patches and bullshit like that.
Got it from Kanye.
Yeah, yeah, right. It don't
I
matter.
mean, they fucked up the last Battlefield game so bad at launch that people were like, nah, not having it.
I honestly think this year's Call of Duty. Well, no, I don't think Call of Duty is ever gonna hit that because no one plays Call of Duty for the story mode.
No.
I literally heard the story mode like 4 hours long.
I thought they took it out.
No, this year it's still in there,
No.
but I heard this year's Call of Duty is like a glorified DLC.
Yeah,
I mean,
So,
that's all it
yeah,
ever
It's
really
like the
is.
Same game.
But it's like
Turn into 2K.
It's,
Man.
yeah, exactly 2K. It's like a glorified roster update. What they call it. Yeah.
there ain't no going back. Like everything is going to be just like continuous online for like several years, rather than just like have a solid campaign or whatnot.
GTA
Hey.
can't do this.
Speaking
No,
of
they gonna do it. 'Cause-
online game, I am excited for. Well, you finish what you're saying. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say like you saw what happened to 5 because like 5 they had like additional DLCs that were supposed to come out, and then they just moved it on to
They
like,
they overpromised. They did. They was
No.
like, we're gonna get story DLC and
No.
everything,
They-
and then they found out they can print money with online, so they just gave that up.
So they didn't overpromise. They just fucking lied. Like that's just it.
I mean, yeah, you can say that.
Rockstar rocking.
Yeah, you can say that, but so did the guy creator of Fable. You
That
know?
is basically
Yeah,
a lie.
yeah.
Overpromising is a lie.
yeah.
Is it though?
Nah,
Like,
okay, because it could be something like developmental wise, like they thought that they could put all the shit in here, but it just doesn't work. Like mechanically, it don't work. That's an overpromise. It's like we can do this. Oh shit, we can't do it. So let's scale it back. But it was just like, yeah, you're gonna get this. Not in GTA 5, like actually, and then what I mean? They just
I
shifted the
mean,
shit.
well, we kind of got a continuation of the story in GTA Online.
Yeah, but you had to play it for like 8 years.
I mean,
See,
yeah.
That's the problem though with a lot of games now. They give you that unfinished product and like, oh, we're gonna give you DLC, but the game's so fucking buggy that they can't even put out the DLC because they have to keep fixing it. Honestly, the anime is what saved Cyberpunk. Truthfully, in my opinion, it brought it back.
Over promising, she'd be like at work, like, I'm gonna give you some top when I get home.
And then she sleep.
Start cooking, and then she fall asleep.
Hey,
You better.
You gonna get that top.
I ain't gonna say we're gonna get demonetized of what I was about to say.
But he ain't wrong. That's exactly what these game developers are doing. They're promising you head, and you ain't even getting a hand job at the end of it. There.
I mean, at least let me see a titty or something.
Man.
I mean that is the best way to explain it. Yes, they promised you head and they ain't gave you a hand job. Yep.
That's right.
But we still gonna spend millions of dollars. And, I mean, they still gonna make millions of dollars. It don't matter.
Hey.
We still gonna play.
Lying in their
it.
pockets.
Exactly.
You know what company that hasn't let me down yet?
What?
Insomniac, because I just beat Spider-Man last
Don't
night.
say I ain't-
platinum. I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Wait, did you say you
This
platinum?
nigga
platinum
literally
it.
got this game before me.
And beat it.
I got it after
He
you.
got it before. Yeah, he got it. I mean, yeah, after
That's
me.
what homeboy
This
at
nigga
work
got it
said. He
after
was
me
like,
and still
"Hey,
beat it."
guess what? I already beat Spider-Man." I'm like, "Damn, bro, it just came
Bro,
out."
it was fun. I played it on the spectacular setting, so like as hard as I could, and it
How
was
does this
good.
nigga have 3 kids and he beat the game before me?
It's
I
called I
mean, he
ignore
He
him,
said,
Kyle.
"Them kids."
I mean,
I
get good, I
ignore 'em,
guess.
Kyle.
I don't understand. I had this game.
He's like, "I got one kid and I can't make
I've
it
had it since
halfway
launch
through."
and I ain't beat it yet.
Wait, but you've been doing all types of other shit, like
Yeah.
playing GTA 5.
No,
so
I
why
mean,
not
no,
attack?
not even that. No, I literally only play Spider-Man right now. I mean, every once in a while I play Fortnite, but I literally only play Spider-Man. How do you have time to do that?
I just found it.
Who
I would
understood it?
I would wake up, I would do what I need to do, and then I go
That
play
mama
Spider-Man.
mentality.
There you go.
Job's not
I
finished.
carve out
committed
time
to
for
it.
it.
Job's not finished.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Will you call it Game of the Year?
I mean, I haven't played a lot of the other games that came out this year to be able to say that. I know Baldur's Gate is like a big one in the
And
running.
just swept.
But I will say that it's a good game. Like it pairs well with the previous ones. Could it have been a little longer? Sure, but the story was good, and they used a lot of newer.
Could have been longer. Nigga, it was like a 20-hour game.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it could've
saying,
been longer.
like they used a lot of relevant data from like newer comic book storylines too, even which I love that they set up a lot of stuff for future games, and then I know they have other games in the pipeline. Wolverine is coming. They're supposed to be making a Marvel Online game, so trying to basically do what they try to do with Avengers, but actually good.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like, I'll trust Insomniac because if they can make it this online and it's not a live game and it's not bugging out, I'm with it.
Just imagine though, you have an online Spider-Man game and just everybody like web slinging her and shit.
Oh my God, you trying to glide around on web wings, a motherfucker just zips you out of the
clips you.
air.
I will say hats off to the developers of that game because they perfectly captured a group of white guys at the carnival because the way they interacted with each other.
I hated that goddamn carnival.
And
Shit.
the side stuff they said at Coney when they was in Coney Island, it was like this is how white people act when they're together. I know it for a fact, and they purposely
observed them.
Yeah. I'll give them that, and I think they besides having the wrong flag in Miles's house, they captured black culture a little bit too.
I love how cultural everything is when you touch Miles. Like you don't ever see anything cultural with Peter, but then as soon as it's Miles,
No, nigga. Have y'all ain't played it?
Nah, I ain't played
But-
it.
they do that with everything though. It's always talking about his heritage, and they're like, "This is our community,
As soon
Spider-Man."
as you switch to Miles Morales, it's like the niggas. It's a whole nother game. Like the music changes up. It's all hip hop. You
shit.
can literally go by the Wakanda embassy in the game, and if you go as Peter Parker,
Dang, Jonathan about to kick your
he
ass.
just no. Well, it's all over the internet. It's not even a spoiler. It's not even part of the story. You just can randomly do it. And like you walk by the Wakanda embassy as Peter Parker, and he just like nothing. And if you go as Miles, you get an option to do the Wakanda salute.
I didn't even know that.
fucked up.
Yeah, so it's like you
Yeah.
can't do it as Peter, but you can do it as. And then someone modded to where because there was like this glitch going around where you could play as Venom, and like nigga, Venom can even go up and do it.
Anything black.
I'm glad at that.
The
I'm glad
best
at that.
part about that, he's not wrong. It really does flip like that. Like, imagine someone gave you a piece of chicken and they only season one side. So, like,
Playing as Peter is so bland, but as soon as you play as Miles, you got soul and flavor and
all of it.
Got hip hop beats. And
He even
got
swings better than Peter, man.
Nigga got Timberlands on.
He got some razzle dazzle on his
He over here.
They took his J's off, though. I'm mad none of the shoes are actually J's.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he
man,
over
fuck
here.
y'all.
I mean, he's a New Yorker, so it makes sense.
He
though.
working in like Harlem and stuff. All his misses in Harlem and,
Yep.
Queens.
Brooklyn.
Peter's over here in like the suburbs and stuff doing missions.
He like, I'm in Midtown. And
Yeah, Peter got a job. Miles is over here.
So
just
then Miles go get it the Aki way.
pretty much.
everything is like as soon as like I swear, anytime you switch over to Miles, you're always somewhere where there's graffiti.
He always in the hood. Like,
He is always there.
Damn. So you have the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
no,
Yep.
that's exactly. It turns on swagger mode as soon as you turn into Miles.
And the worst part is the nigga got a mask on, so it's not even like they fully know he's black, but they just feel it.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
He
I know about them
swings with-
shoes.
He swings with rhythm.
exactly. It's just-
The rhythm of the night.
Oh, so bad at that.
I always found Miles a funny character because, like, literally, he's Hispanic and black,
Yeah,
or Puerto
but
Rican and black, and they just dropped the whole Puerto Rican Mexican part. There was like his black Spider-Man. I'm like, damn, y'all said fuck him being
They couldn't
Mexican.
have him be 100% black. They couldn't.
Right, exactly.
They had to have a little bit of other in them.
So he doesn't scare off the white people.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, though.
Yo,
But,
y'all already got Black Panther.
but I ask you if you think it's Game of the Year because you know the Video Game Awards is next month.
I'd say it's a good candidate. Like,
the Game of the Year nominations came out.
Yeah.
And for, I want to say, the 5th year in a row, Xbox has no Game of the
because
Year.
what do they have?
They had Starfield. It's the game of the decade. But did y'all see the list?
Nah.
So Alan Awake 2, Boulder Gates 3,
I don't like
Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, obviously the remake, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which literally just came out like last month.
It came out when Spider-Man did,
Exactly.
didn't it?
It's like, and then Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. And I gotta ask you guys, what do y'all think? Actually, I don't know why I'm asking y'all because I don't think none of y'all played any of those games.
Nope.
I
They
literally
coming out with a
played-
live action Zelda.
I've heard they are.
thinking
They're,
about it,
they're-
yes.
Sony's making a movie right now.
They-
I don't think it's live
like,
action
mess
though.
that up.
I've heard Tears of the Kingdom is one that really could be a game of the year because of just how good it is and how pretty it is. But that's also, you know, Nintendo niggas be saying what they be saying.
Of
So
course, there's Nintendo fanboys go hard.
people don't pay attention to Nintendo people. So I just find it hard pressed to think that it wins game of the year.
Nintendo fanboys are like the kids' table on Thanksgiving. Like, you don't pay them no mind.
Exactly.
Just let them be them.
You know a game that gets snubbed every time it comes out?
Why you look at the camera so hard, Alex?
He wants it to end.
You know exactly why.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious on your opinion of Game of the Year. And
Game of the
obviously,
Year,
y'all don't
Baldur's
play-
Gate.
Y'all, okay.
It's probably gonna be Baldur's Gate
It is.
because you can fuck things in there. And I mean,
Exactly. That's
why
what
would
people
you-
want.
There's a whole someone sped run it so that they could fuck a bear.
Yes. when that's like one of the goals in that game, I have a feeling it's gonna win too.
They
Yeah.
probably will.
I have a feeling. So that's our prediction. Sorry, I had to take care of that. But that's our prediction. The all points prediction is Baldur's Gate 3, Game of the Year. I ain't played it, but
Should though.
you ain't even played it.
How you know?
I'm pretty sure
You
I
ain't
plan
got
to.
me on Steam. You don't know me, Slobber.
I hate that only PC people can play with each other online on there,
Yeah, baby.
and consoles can't. I'm like, that's fucking whack.
I mean, that's why y'all need to build PCs so we can actually play some good games.
look, I'm trying.
We can play Genital Joust.
What,
Didn't we play that at Yo Place?
Yeah, let it.
Niggas want us.
bro? Steve be having some of the
Rough.
weirdest games in the world,
Just want us to
man.
rub dicks together.
Hey, whoa, no.
Nah, exactly.
No.
Why would I buy a PC just so I can do that?
Why not?
We can do it in real life.
It's because it's freedom, so you can not being restricted by PlayStation.
Steam would make a game where you're trying to make a Limp Biscuit the whole time, and it's just like, why? But they would do it because you can.
Anyway,
Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
all right.
All right, this has been the All Points Podcast. I am Tim in the Corner.
Midwest.
Hey, too.
Check out our YouTube. Check out our YouTube.
Everything.
We're dead. I think Sam was posting something on Twitter, but yeah,
Who's that?
we're kind of dead everywhere else. But we're active on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
So check us out on YouTube. If you're watching this, you're already on YouTube.
And on our OnlyPants.
Coming soon. Big Black Sack coming soon. And this is Kyle.
And we
are
Out of here.
peace.